A very good morning to all my dear students. This is Ma'am Paul here, and I welcome you all to digital classes of our college website. Children, this lecture of mine is for the students of class 12. We are doing a lesson in poetry, Character of a Happy Life by Sir Henry Wotton, and we are today going to conclude the poetry with stanza 5 and stanza 6. But before that, let me just give you a brief recap of what we have done up till now. Here the poet has talked to us, to the readers, what could be the basic key points following which we can be happy in our life. Now there are so many other things like independence, honesty, straightforwardness, truthfulness, being independent, being harmless to others, believing in God, being thankful to God, and so many other. In each and every stanza there are so many good things that he has talked about, because the world today, the scenario of the world today is such where people are always ready to harm others. Nobody is happy with your happiness. So what you have to do is you have to generate your own happiness. You have to make sure that you are happy from within. So if you are happy from yourself inside, you can make and form a shield for yourself that would make you happy even when the circumstances are adverse for you all children. So up till now the poet has been telling us that a person who's a truly happy man is not envious of anybody. He does not know how to harm others at their back and praise them on their face. He's not impressed by any kind of flattery, or he is absolutely a person who does not know how deepest wounds are given with praise. I have explained this to you, so by now you know the meaning of this line. Let us look into the fifth stanza. Who God doth late and early pray, more of his gifts to lend, more of his grace than gifts to lend, who entertains the harmless day with a well-chosen book of friend. Now, who doth here means does, and who does pray to God early in the morning. That is, he begins his day by being thankful to God, and he ends his day by being thankful to God again and giving praises and thanks to him. That is, having a sense of gratitude towards God. Gratitude means being thankful to God. More of his grace. Grace means, children, godly goodness that we receive from heaven. Whatever blessings we have in our life, we say we have God's grace. So he's saying in his prayers, he's being more thankful to God rather than asking gifts to lend. Asking for more thing in your prayers, that would be a little selfish prayer. So how should we pray? If you are a happy man, or if you want to be a happy person, your prayers should be full of gratitude rather than asking for gifts. Who entertains the harmless day. Entertains here means enjoys. A harmless day means day which is not meant to harm others. People who are happy from inside will never bother to harm other people. It is only the ones who are very miserable from inside who intend to create adversities for others. So harmless day here means a person who is truly happy, his day would be harmless, and he would be a harmless person for others because he doesn't plan and plot to make lives of other people miserable. And he entertains his day, he enjoys his day with a well-chosen book. Books which are also said to be a best friend of man. So he entertains himself with a good book or in company of a good friend. The poet has, children, here mentioned that a happy man is never envious of progress of others. He always follows the rules of good conduct without any fear of any action by the government. In this stanza, the poet advises to pray daily whenever we get time. What is he saying? He is advising his readers that we should pray to God whenever we get time. It is very necessary to lead a happy life. What is necessary? Praying to God is necessary for leading a happy life. We should not pray to God for worldly gains, but for his blessings and his mercy. A man should not give harm to any kind to anybody at any time in the whole day, but he should pass his time either in reading good books or in the company of religious and pious people. Who are pious people, children? People who are pure at heart, who are religious people, who are good. Those kind of people are said to be pious people, religious and pure at heart. Such a man will lead a very happy life. Let us look into the last and the concluding stanza. This man is free from servile bands. Servile means bands of slavery. Of hope to rise, of fear to fall. Rise here means to progress in life. So free from all kind of servile bands of slaveries or being under control of people, just because he has to progress in life or because he is afraid that he would fall down. Lord of himself, though not of lands. Lord of himself. What is he saying? He is the Lord or master. Or here it means, the word Lord here means master of himself, though not of lands. He may not possess a lot of money or materialistic things, but because he is happy, he is a content and a complete man. And the poem here is ending with a beautiful oxymoron. Having nothing, he had all. Though he might not have the worldly possessions, but because he has peace, serenity, happiness from within, which cannot be taken by anybody, he is the master of the world. So having nothing, he has all. So I think this explanation is more than sufficient for you all, children. You can note down if you feel like. In this concluding stanza, the poet advises us to lead an independent life. A man should not depend upon others. He should be free from all hopes and fears. He should not be overjoyed in his achievements and should not be disconsolate in failures. Although he may not have worldly riches, yet he is the master of himself. Thus, independence, self-respect and contentment are the merits that make a man happy. So children, with this I conclude this lesson here. You will write the central idea of this poem and you will do this reference to context of stanza 1, 2, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 4 and 5, and you will do the central idea of this poem and you will post your answers to me on the WhatsApp classroom. We will soon meet with another lesson. Up till then, take care children, and because your exams are heading now in September, so do start studying. We'll meet soon. Goodbye children.